Channel presents.
Okay, screw it. I did not want it to make the video. Well, actually, I did want it to make this damn video back in the November of 2019. But whenever I started writing this, it always came back to the same exact thing. I always thought that Doom Eternal and all the other Bethesda titles will now be affected by whatever is going on with Fallout 76. And here is why. So you see, Doom Eternal was originally meant to be published in 2019, along with Rage 2 and Wolfenstein Youngblood. Now this would make ID Softworks the only major publishing studio which I can think of lately that would release 3 AAA titles in 1 year. Now unfortunately for ID, however, both Rage 2 and Wolfenstein really did tank, either with the reviews or with the sales. So the only saving grace would be Doom Eternal, a shooter which was sequel to the 2016's Doom, which was rebooted by ID. And I mean, I played the 2016 release and wow, it was amazing. But why do I think that actually Doom was postponed thanks to Fallout 76? Well, you see, ever since Fallout 76 came out, we had nothing but controversy after controversy. There was issue after issue after issue. New patches which were released for the game brought back bugs from previous version of the game. Why is this? I still actually think that the entire Bethesda game studio is working off some base code for Fallout 4, which they are extracting tons of code from and are implementing this into the Fallout 76. The reason why I think this is going on is that lots of the bugs from Fallout 4 have been implemented into Fallout 76. And well, then we had the controversy regarding the theft of the entire player's inventory, which was one of the hacks. We have lots of videos even on YouTube showcasing how these hacks work and how you can start using them on your game and start stealing entire players' inventory. Players who spent hours and days playing Fallout 76 despite it being a buggy mess and just stealing everything in few seconds. So why was Doom Eternal then postponed into March 2020? Well, my personal opinion is that few days after we got actually the postponed announcement from Bethesda about Doom Eternal being pushed to March 2020, they released out of nowhere Fallout First, a paid subscription based system for Fallout 76, where you would have your own servers, some access to some items, and God knows what else. I'm gonna probably post a picture of that stuff on the screen so you can read through it. But the thing is that out of nowhere, Fallout First came out, and this made so many people angry. Reason why was that the base concept of the game was not working. Bethesda was actively trying to follow Blizzard's plan with the World of Warcraft, where they have successfully for over a decade used a paid subscription system to create a platform that allowed a massive community to fuel an in-game economy which was able to sustain Blizzard, and they did not have to release that many titles as a result of the success of World of Warcraft. But of course, since World of Warcraft is not so hot anymore, Activision is taking over, we had the Warcraft Reforged fiasco, etc, etc. That's a topic for an entirely different video. So why do I think Fallout 76 will now be affecting everything? You see, around this time, Fallout Wastlanders was released. Now, this is the massive DLC which is supposed to implement stuff like NPCs into the damn game. A feature which was missing right from the start, because this made the whole role-playing concept for the game missing. So all you had to do was run from point A, pick up some tape, play it, and then run to point B to fulfill the task, and along the way you came across a ton of glitchy enemies. But honestly, how long can this work for a game? Well, not for too long. And now with the Wastelanders being released only few days or few weeks after Doom Eternal has been released, I will believe that Fallout 76 will now be dictating whatever other game from Bethesda is being released. You see, I feel like they actually require some sort of cushion to soften the blow once the reviews start to roll in. And in case people will start dumping on Fallout Wastlanders, they will have something to at least put on the other side of the scale and say, okay, so they totally screwed up Fallout 76 again, but the game has been busted since the start, compared to Doom Eternal, a game which is dominating both the reviews, the FPS genre, the graphics, and all sorts of other things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I believe that thanks to the fact that ID Softworks had time from November 2019 up to March 2020 to polish the game, the optimization is really great, and I mean, it's not buggy. I did saw some bugs for Doom Eternal on YouTube once the playthrough started being published, but they were minuscule compared to usually what can be found inside Bethesda titles. I mean, just look up Bethesda on YouTube and you will see glitches and bloopers galore. So therefore, why do I think that Fallout 76 will now be a major thing? You see, I believe that they have invested heavily into this title, and until they will get something back out of it, they will be forcing other developing studios to work around the releases of whatever will be going on for Fallout 76. And I don't think they are done milking this dead cow yet, so most likely whatever will be coming up will totally affect whatever else happens. You see, besides the fact that Doom Eternal was postponed in November, one major thing which was also affecting Bethesda was the fact that Obsidian Entertainment released in October 2019 the Outer Worlds. Think of Fallout New Vegas, just with new engine, less bugs, and more fluidity either in combat, speech, or whatever features you want to have in the game. And people were praising the hell out of the Outer Worlds. And I don't even wonder why. I would kill, for example, for if Bethesda would finally ditch their freaking ancient engine and, for example, do Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls 6 in the ID engine itself. Can you imagine that you would be playing the Elder Scrolls with the graphics and the fluidity of Doom Eternal? I mean, like, come on. The new Doom Eternal was even lower download than the original Doom 2016. I think this one is half the size of the original Doom. 2016 was around like 50 gigs, and the Doom Eternal is what, around like 30? So even if we are talking a much heavy-duty engine which can sustain a lot more, it does not need such a massive download of data. I mean, how in the world can you then explain to me that Fallout 76 had over like 100 gigs of data necessary to be downloaded onto your computer in order to play the game? Where are all those data for? What, for the textures of the light? The 16 times the detail?
Always start with the world, and this time it features all new rendering, lighting, and landscape technology. It allows us to have 16 times the detail.
What exactly is 100 gigs required for? When you compare it to Red Dead Redemption 2, okay, I can see where all those details and data needs to be stored. I mean, for Christ's sake, the horse's junk gets smaller when it's cold outside. You will never see such a feature in any of the Elder Scrolls titles. So, why? Well, honestly, I have no freaking idea. But this topic has been burning a hole in the back of my head for months now. I wanted to make this video in November 2019, but whenever I started working on it, it just ended up me dumping a ton of crap on Bethesda and Fallout 76. Obviously, there is enough of that already on YouTube, trust me. I looked for it. I tried to look for any sort of content which would actually praise Fallout 76. I wasn't able to find that much of it, so why am I making this video? Well, besides the fact that I still require some sort of traffic on my channel, like when I did the Half-Life Alyx video. And yes, that is a big middle finger to us as gamers too, but with how Fallout is evolving, I mean, Fallout 3 we had missing dad, Fallout 4 we had missing kid. That makes me think that Fallout 5 will be missing mom or cousin. I mean, I know we did not have mom in Fallout 3 due to obvious reasons, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. Anyhow, I really want to know what are your expectations of Fallout 76 Wastelanders. We have still lots of bugs from previous patches which were not fixed, and now they're gonna add on ton of new data with the NPCs, the new in-game economy, etc, etc. Do you think that hackers will run loose and rampant, totally destroying the in-game economy, being able to steal whatever the hell they want? I mean, think of Skyrim. You just put a freaking bucket on top of NPC's head and you are not seen. So what makes you think they will not be able to pull off something amazing like this in the Wastelanders DLC? But other than that, I will definitely be watching the reviews and playthroughs for the Wastelanders. You see, as I said already, it was not Bethesda who made me love the Fallout games. It was the YouTube community, the creators between series, where they took the game and turned it into something amazing. With introduction to the lore and items and God knows what else, I'm just really skeptical to see what will Bethesda try to do with the Wastelanders, as so far most of the attempts when it came to Fallout 76 was a pretty dirty cash grab, and yeah, I just really don't like to lose money on things that don't work. Therefore, let me know in the comment section what are your expectations, if you will give it a shot, and if you will be disappointed, will there be a refund possible? Obviously, I would probably recommend you trying to purchase the damn thing through Steam. They actually tend to refund their games. But yeah, let me know. I will see you in the comment section. I'm gonna wish you all the best. Check out the channel, leave a like if you liked the video, and that's it for me for now. Bye bye!